Good afternoon and hello. My name is Renee D. Waring, and I am the founder of Uniquely and Wonderfully Made Ministries. The title of my presentation today is Mental Hospital Mental Illness Part 9 R small period capital WARRING. My presentation is on Philadelphia State Hospital at Byberry, otherwise known as Byberry State Hospital. My presentations can be found on LinkedIn under Renee D. Waring, on Facebook under Waring Communications, LLC, on Twitter on @Renee Waring, and on YouTube under small case R small case WARRING. In the beginning, 1907, Byberry was known as Byberry Farms, which was located in northeast Philadelphia. It was a small farm for mentally ill that was inmate run who were farm workers. It was built into a cottage plan. These were small houses which were detached or terraces. Originally, the institution was founded on Dr. Benjamin Rush's theory, which stated that mental illness was a disease and could be cured with proper treatment. However, the mentally diseased should be kept away from normal people until they are actually cured. In 1907, it was established as Philadelphia Hospital for Mental Diseases until 1938. The first patients arrived at the hospital in 1911. They were transferred from the Blockley, later known as Philadelphia General Hospital. The reason for the transfer was due to overcrowding at Blockley of indigent, insane people. In 1914, the inmate population was 2,267. The maximum number of people that the hospital was designed to hold was 2,500. In 1938, the population had grown to 4,500. In 1960, the population was 7,000. It was the largest mental hospital in the 21 counties of Pennsylvania. Some of the inmates were offered active care. However, most of the inmates became institutionalized. Many were naked, sitting in day rooms, or were wandering around the grounds. There was fecal matter in the hallways. The population of the hospital ranged from the mentally challenged to the criminally insane. It looked like a Nazi concentration camp. Byberry was controlled by the city of Philadelphia from 1911 to 1938. It was taken over by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania in 1938 and was thus officially named Philadelphia State Hospital at Byberry, otherwise known as Byberry State Hospital. State hospitals were opened in the United States due to the urging of Dorothea Dix, who was a humanitarian reformer. She was instrumental in having poor, insane people being taken out of jails and having them put into state-run mental hospitals. 36 black and white photographs were taken by a conscientious objector named Charles Lord, who was an orderly at the hospital. The pictures show the deplorable conditions at Byberry. Mr. Lord showed them to several people, including the First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, who pledged her support in pursuing national mental hospital reforms. The photographs were published in Life magazine in 1946. It created a mass national uproar. Mr. Lord wrote a book in 1948 entitled The Shame of the States. During the 1960s, the hospital started being downsized. In 1990, the hospital was closed and remaining patients and staff were transferred to the Norristown State Hospital or local community centers. After the closure, abandoned buildings were allowed to stand. They were not demolished due to the asbestos and lead in the buildings. Looters stripped out copper pipes and copper wiring in the buildings. By 2000, there were a lot of people visiting the abandoned site. Satanists held ceremonies on the grounds in which they made animal sacrifices. Graffiti was put inside and outside of the buildings, and the windows were broken. On June 14, 2006, a ceremony was held marking the complete demolition of all the buildings. On the site was built Arbors at Eagle Point, which is a 332 active adult clubhouse community featuring single homes, town and carriage homes. Thus ends my presentation for today. My presentations can be viewed on LinkedIn under Renee D. Waring, on Facebook under Waring Communications, LLC, on Twitter under @Renee Waring, and on YouTube under smallcase My next video can be viewed on the second Thursday or Friday of next month. Please view my video and ask someone to view it too. I am the founder of Uniquely and Wonderfully Made Ministries. My name is Renee D. Waring, and I am the Warrior Waring.